It was during the course of those daily family briefings that an idea began to circulate to build something good on top of the evil they had experienced, to lay down the foundations for a memorial that would reach long into the future and serve as both a legacy for the living and a means of preserving the stories of 9/11 and the memory of those who died. Jim Lachek lost his brother Dave that day, a civilian working at the Pentagon. In the weeks that followed, Jim stepped forward and became intimately involved in the effort to build the Pentagon Memorial. It would become a 7-year labor of love for Jim and his family, as they would dedicate their lives and their resources to remembering Dave and the rest of the 184 lost at the Pentagon.
And at the end of every briefing, there's a chance for people to ask questions. And a predominant question that first week, because I started going the 15th of September, was how are we going to remember this? They started talking about memorializing this. But I started thinking to myself, what if 5 years from now someone's driving by the Pentagon and they can't even remember what side was hit?
The very process of coming together proved to be a source of healing for the families as they struggled to make sense of their new worlds in the aftermath of the horrible tragedy.
There is a natural attraction of people who have been through the same kind of loss because they know no one else understands exactly. There's just that natural, coming together of those people where they go, yes, you do understand.
I walked into the room, we had our first meeting, it was a month after 9/11. I hadn't buried my husband yet. There were a lot of people in my position. We went into this meeting with a bunch of people. And I remember looking around the room and looking at everybody's faces and thinking, I look just like them. I'm a mess. And I think through several months of just being together and sharing that grief or, whatever you want to call it, we finally got to a point where you walk into a room and you give Rosemary a hug and all's right in the world.
And the amazing thing now to me is remembering how each individual of the 9 of us that remained on the board looked when I first met them and how they look today.